What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Remnant 2 build video. In today's video, guys, I got you guys a new updated Havoc Form build regarding the new patch update that we got after the Remnant 2 DLC, The Dark Horizon. Even though they nerfed the lightning hands damage just a little bit, but as you can see here, we are just doing just fine, and we also have some insane cooldown, so that way we can just keep popping our mods and our skills to decimate bosses and just, absolutely destroy waves and waves of enemies. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so first things first, we are starting off with the Invoker archetype, so that way we have dual skill charges, and we're using Way of Kaeula. Since they finally fixed the line of sight bug for the Way of Kaeula Lightning, and of course Havoc Form with the Archon as the secondary archetype. For the armor, I have Labyrinth Headplate, the Disciple Mantle Body Armor, I have Bruiser Boots, and then the Labyrinth Gauntlets to kind of fit the theme of this build. I have Diverting Heart as the relic, so that way we can reduce our skill cooldowns by 1 second for 15 seconds. And then for the long gun, I have Monolith paired with Spellweaver, so that way we can get our skills back pretty quickly by activating Sandstorm. I have Hunter's Spear with the Tainted Blade, so that way we have multiple stacks of Corrosion, along with Nebula with Feedback Mutator, so that way we can get our mod back respectively. For the amulet, I like using Jester's Bell. Casting a mod or skill increases all damage by 15% for 20 seconds, and also increases cast speed by 35%. So the higher our cast speed, the faster the lightning comes out of the lightning hands from the Havoc Form. So Jester's Bell is a nice amulet to have. Get both damage and increase attack speed with the cast speed. Then as for the rings, I like using the Burden of the Destroyer because we're not really worried about the range of our firearms, so we increase all damage dealt by 15%. I have Burden of the Gambler, so that way we increase our crit chance and crit damage since we're not really worried about weak spots. And then Crimson Dreamstone, that way we get crit hits, increase skill damage by 2% for 5 seconds, max up to 10 stacks. And then furthermore, we have the Shadestone to increase our skill damage even more by 15%. Now, as for the traits, of course we have Gifted and Flashcaster from our archetypes, but then I have Fortify, Regrowth, Triage, Swiftness, little bit of points in Strongback, so we have a light roll, Vigor, Siphoner, Chakra, and Leech, and these two stats alone will give us enough healing from our Havoc Form damage. Now, as for the fragments, I'm using the skill crit chance, skill cooldown, and skill damage. And again, I don't have my prism leveled up all the way, so do not worry about the prism. I was actually talking to some people down in the comments the other day, so I might have to cleanse this and restart. And that is pretty much it for the build, guys. What I like to do is activate the Nebula first, then use Way of Kaeula, shoot the Sandstorms, that way we get our skill cooldown back, and then just activate Havoc Form, and then just go absolutely to town. And as you can see, we're hitting pretty decent numbers. Even after the nerf, guys, we're hitting well over 2,000 DPS with the Havoc Form. And of course you want to use the Hunter Spear if you want to add more damage on top of that, which I forgot to do here. So yeah, make sure to use the Hunter Spear to get more stacks of Corrosion. Then every time you're using Sandstorm, you're getting your skill cooldowns back. And then usually in between bosses or in between fights, I would just use the Diverted Heart Relic, so that way you can get your skills back pretty quickly. So, with all that out of the way, guys, of course, if you want to get early access to videos such as this, become a member of the channel to click the links down in the description below, and also join our Discord, as we like to talk about all kinds of games, show off builds, and, of course, come together as a community, as gamers. I'd love to have you, so make sure to, visit those links, like I said, and also make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel for more builds and more Remnant 2 content. Of course, if you guys have any more build ideas, or if you guys want to see anything other than Remnant 2, of course, drop them down in the comments below. I'd love to see them. I'd love to talk to you guys. So, without further ado, let's go melt some bosses.
Yeah, that's right.